the first since the beginning of the full-scale war train from Lviv to Kherson returned dozens of people home to the frontline city.
Waited 9 months, I left on April 4th and now I'm back, for now for exploration to look. It's scary, but I'm going home, it pulls back home, we were completely under occupation, our people came, if there were no shelling I wouldn't have left. It became scary, I went to my brother in the Lviv region in Horodok and now I'm going back home. I really want to go home, missed loved ones. Are you planning to travel further? We don't plan anything, you know, such a time that you do not plan beyond one day.
At the same time, people are lining up in the hall of the railway station. These are those wishing to leave Kherson. Their number is much greater.
For a long time I hesitated whether to go or not, but the nerves are already giving out, therefore. To be honest, it's impossible to be here anymore. I hope it's not for long, of course, but we have to leave and relax. Heavy shelling now in the city? Strong enough, not like before, 24 hours to 7 days, that's all, something like this. Every day, all day long, she is shaking. As soon as it explodes somewhere, she is shaking. I take her on my hands and that's it. It's very loud here, so we want to leave, we decided so. We've been here since the very beginning. Have you been here the whole occupation? Yes, I've been here since the beginning. We have now decided to leave. Let's see, life will show what will happen tomorrow.
From the first days of the liberation of Kherson, Russian troops have been shelling constantly. After the withdrawal of the invaders to the left bank of the Dnipro river, the front line runs straight along the river. Almost every day there are killed and wounded civilians in Kherson. Many decided to temporarily leave their home.
We are going to our mother, we are taking our children. Occupiers started shooting now, it's just been very hard during last days. We want to take a break from these shots and explosions. We'll take the kids to grandmother and see how it goes. I have a sister there, 2 cousins, I have family there. You miss them? Yes, very much.
But most of these people do not know where to go next. From the station of their native Kherson, they leave for the unknown. The main thing is to stay away from shelling.
I live outside Kherson, 20 kilometers from Kherson in the village of Volotensky. There are big fights going on. The situation is such that I went to another village. I had to leave from there. I am leaving Tomna Balka because the situation is very tense. They bombed the house, nowhere to live. There is a lot of destruction around. There is death and destruction on my street, and not the one death. I want to return, I'm waiting for them to be driven away. I have a summer house there on the left bank, it's not clear what is there now. A friend's house was completely bombed, she was crying, something like this. We hope we drive them away. Of course, we don't want to leave, we are leaving for a while, we want to return.
Before boarding the train, people are checked in by volunteers. Tickets for the evacuation route are not provided. Then the military and police check the documents of those leaving. Afterwards, Kherson residents are given humanitarian kits. Children also get a box with toys.
People are led to the platform. If they are people with disabilities or elderly people, they are escorted directly to the train, directly to the carriage. They are seated in their places. Then they come back and we continue our work.
Every day about 40 people leave Kherson by train. These are residents of both the regional center and villages that are near the front line. The authorities tirelessly urge people to temporarily go away from the shelling by Russian troops.
To take people away from Kherson, we have evacuation carriages in the train that leaves every day. Moreover, you can evacuate by bus. It's absolutely free. We also accompany people by passing on this information. We have chats with the ministry, with the leadership of the administrations of other regions, where they meet and resettle these people.
Since November 11th, 11,000 people have taken advantage of such an evacuation program from the regional authorities. This number does not include those who traveled on their own or with the help of volunteers. Before the beginning of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, 330,000 people lived in Kherson. Now there is more than a fifth of them left in the city. Reported by Roman Smoler, Daria Litovchenko, UATV News.